guys, welcome back. It's Alice from Nerdy Chic Bookworm here, and I have decided today, with all of this coronavirus, horrible pandemic, scary, anxiety causing time in our life that we are all going through at the moment, I thought I would do a video of my top 5 books that make me happy, make me smile, make me feel cozy, make me feel just warm and snuggly and like I've gone to an escapist land of bubbles and unicorns and candy floss and other things that make me really happy. Sweeties make me happy. Yeah, lots and lots of sweets. So yeah, so I thought, let's get started. I've got 5. There's actually 6, but one of them's like comes as a set, so I'm counting it as 5. So the first one is Reasons to Stay Alive by Matt Haig. I read this book, I want to say 2 years ago probably, and I can honestly say that this book saved my life. This is a book that anyone who is feeling depressed, anxious, nervous, lonely, who suffer from panic attacks, who suffer from agoraphobia, who suffer from any mental health problem, everybody should read this book. Even if you're healthy, read the book. Do it. Because this book is a memoir of Matt Haig's, and it is his true story of how he came through depression and his mental illness that almost destroyed him and let him live again. It is a great book. It's written beautifully. It is informative. It's factual, but it's also really warm and inviting because the way he's wrote it is not like this is what you need to do to feel better. He's just telling you about his experience and how he found ways out and how he got help. And I really like that about this book. It's not a self-help book. It isn't. It's a book that you just read and just feel like you're not alone. And, there are a lot of people out there who are suffering like this for many different reasons. And it just makes you feel like there is light at the end of the tunnel. And I can honestly say it saved my life. It really did. It's a happy book. It's not a laugh out loud hilarious book. It is very real, and some of it was hard to read because I related to it really quite a lot. And obviously we're talking about mental health and suicidal thoughts and depression and anxiety and things like that. So it's not an easy read, but the way he's made it and wrote it makes it easier to read. So yeah, this one I would definitely recommend. This is the second one, which I've not actually got to yet, but I am trying to get to it in this social distancing, isolation, lockdown thing that's happening right now. This is the next book that I'm going to pick up. This is Notes on a Nervous Planet by Matt Haig, and this is looking at how the world today is sort of messing with our heads and creating mental health problems, because social media, we've got Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, and you know, trolling, and like everybody wanting to look perfect and be perfect all the time, and everybody wants to be this perfect figure, and nobody's perfect. And it's kind of like, in the news, everything's just so bad, and it talks about how it's like sleep and news and addiction and things like that is causing this nervousness and this anxiety in everybody. So what he does is he uses this book to sort of give you guidance to how to feel calm, and how to, you know, at one point he just says, turn off everything, you know, just turn everything off. Don't watch telly, you know, do yoga, turn the lights off, just do nothing until you feel good. Don't watch telly, don't read magazines, don't read the newspaper, you know, anything that is going to bring you anxiety, just remove it from your life. And I'm like, yeah, especially now with all of the stuff that's going on, I would say this is probably a really, really, really good book to get into right now. So yeah, this is, I haven't read it yet, but like I said, this is going to be the next book that I do pick up. This next one is the Recovery Letters, edited by James Withey and Olivia Sagan. And these are an anthology of letters from people who have overcome depression, writing letters to people who are currently suffering from depression. And these are just heartwarming, positive, uplifting. There's light at the end of the tunnel. You can survive. You can do this. You know, what everybody needs to hear when they're depressed and they feel alone and they feel isolated and they feel like their pain is the worst pain that they've ever felt and it's never going to get better and all they want to do is end it. This book pulls you out of that, and it makes you realise there is good in the world, and there is good things, and there is happy things, and there is a reason for me to live. And this actually was a project that Olivia Sagan did online, called the Recovery Letters, and then she got such a good amount, she decided to turn it into a book. And this is, I'm not sure how many there is in here. There's a fair few. I mean, it's 224 pages of letters, so you know, you get a fair few letters in there, and it's just a really nice, sweet, positive book, and it makes me smile and it makes me happy. So yeah, that's in there. Next one is Sarah Milligan, How to Be Champion, My Autobiography. Sarah Milligan, if you don't already know, is a Geordie who is a comedian, and she is the best comedian ever. I love her. She's my favourite person in the whole world. She is hilarious. And this book is just a laugh out loud. Just, oh, if you need a giggle and you need to have some laughing therapy, this is the book you should go for. This is just hours and hours of her just being herself, but being funny and just talking about everything, you know, wearing glasses, to dates that she's had, to working in the job centre, to getting divorced, to things happening to her at school, to how she got on to doing stand-up comedy. and it's just real, and it's funny, and it's hilarious, and it's just awesome. And if you like Sarah Milligan as a comedian, you will love this book, because it's basically her stand-up written down on pages, and that's pretty damn cool. Give it a go. Next up, I'm going a little bit fantastical now. This is The Beginning of the World in the Middle of the Night by Jen Campbell. This is a short story collection by Jen Campbell. If you don't already know, Jen Campbell she's also a booktuber. She is a author, she is a poet, and she is wonderful and lovely, and I watch her videos religiously. She is amazing, 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 and she's full of positivity and light and happiness and love, and she is fairy tale obsessed, a bit like me. So when this book came out, I got it straight away, and there was no hesitation whatsoever, and I definitely wasn't sorry. I read this book probably in 3 days, I think. It was quick, I know that, and the stories are just beautiful, fantastical, lyrical, poetic, just, you know, there's magical realism elements, there's obviously fairy tale elements, there's sort of looking at disfigurement and disability, and just what being, there's also some LGBTQ plus stuff in this as well, and it's just a really nice collection. That it's not too long, it's just a nice collection that you can kind of snuggle in with, and, you know, just feel happy and feel like you are on a happy land of clouds and rainbows. And it's a pretty damn gorgeous book as well. I mean, look at that front cover. I mean, no words. No words needed. No words. Last but not least is my all-time favourite book ever in the world. This is my favourite book ever of all time. This is The Boy, the Mole, the Fox and the Horse by Charlie Mackesy. This is just heaven on earth. This is a book that follows a young boy and a mole and a fox and a horse on their travels, and it's just full of joy, beautiful quotes, funny. The mole is hilarious. The mole's obsessed with cake, and the mole mainly talks about cake, and I want to be that mole. And it's just, I mean, the artistry, he does all the artwork himself. The artistry is absolutely beautiful. Oh, well, there you go. The mole with the cake. See what I said? See? But it's just, oh, there's some more. More cake, more moles. But it's just, I mean, like that. Is it the moon? Asked the boy. It's a teacup stain, said the mole. And where there's tea, there's cake. But then there's also really profound quotes that I have read this book countless times, time and time again, and I have not read it once without crying. But happy tears, like really happy tears, but it's one of those books where, oh, it's just so beautiful, and I love it, and it's just, I love this book so much. I have no words for how much I love this book. I bought this for my birthday, birthday, I think it was, in May. And oh, it's just heaven. And I mean, some of the pictures are coloured, but he does just do ink. Most of them are just black and white ink pictures. And it's just beautiful, and the quotes are beautiful. Is your glass half empty or half full? Asked the mole. I think I'm grateful to just have a glass, said the boy. Do you have any other advice? Asked the boy. Don't measure how valuable you are by the way you are treated, said the horse. And it's just a lovely book, and it's one of these books where you just go, this makes me happy. Often the hardest person to forgive is yourself. I mean, I could sit and just watch this book all day. I really could. I'm not going to though, because I have to get this video wrapped up. But yeah, this is, out of all my books, if you were to just choose one of these, this is it. This is the one that I choose for everybody and anybody who asks me for a reading recommendation. It's not really a reading novel book, but a beautiful book that everybody needs to own on their bookshelves is this. So buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it, buy it. So that's it. 5 books that make me happy, joyful, moved, emotional in a happy way. Yeah, so that's it. I'm really sorry that I didn't put a video up yesterday. I was meant to, and then my kids' school closed on Friday, so I am now having to homeschool my 3 children on my own because my husband is still working currently. So this weekend has just been a bit but yeah, I'm here, I'm back, and I will be here next Sunday. Don't know when, sometime on Sunday. Yeah. Okay. Bye guys.